And I just feel like this is money, this was really about doing the right thing, so they wouldn't be putting.
Yeah, you could do that, you could do both.
Yeah, because you don't have
Some goddamn contract wants to build condos on property. They tell you couldn't turn it down.
Convenient,
fits our
yeah.
human six
All paid for.
meetings a year.
So he's gonna do something else, he'll figure something else out.
I went into one of his restaurants and I told him
So I could then
But as is a
build a
nursing
town,
home,
the
if
borough
we were
flat
trying to
rate.
keep it a strip mall, then I could see maybe the argument. But we're taking one beneficial use and booting it.
What do you build in my
Medical use that's more lucrative.
On Brook Boulevard?
To me, that screams wrong.
Well, you had Rio too.
Yeah.
Kelly, that's when we sold her that one house.
Okay.
I like the idea of he said.
Yeah.
How old is he now? I got a buddy of mine.
Just turned 60.
Exactly, we have two adult communities right down the street from it. I know that my residents couldn't even use that before it went under construction. But they see more use of that.
Events.
It just seems like this is not being done for the right reason.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
It's just not easy, but I want to
Trying to find a legal way around
he
it.
asked me today, you wanna stay? I said,
No, I get that. I get it. That's the way I was doing it.
So I'm gonna call him.
I don't feel
but
applicants.
I'm in a nice neighborhood.
about like now.
People, I have friends in
Okay.
there. I do a lot of
Why
things
not
for
see
the
if we can
community.
get some other ideas?
A lot of people depend on
I
it.
just feel,
Right. They need to understand.
One of my girls just got pregnant, her son, the other one's got
well, that was all known. I mean, well, and
Accusations that,
bad.
Yeah, Janie's back.
that's the scary thing. We can't-
Good evening.
we can't talk-
Is everybody ready?
Right?
If we could stand it, and we'll say a pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and thank you for all coming for the 2018 reorganization of the Planning Board. I have some sad news before we start. Mr. Maganone, who's going to come back on the board, can't make it tonight. He had to go to the hospital, and we just got word that his mother passed away. So he will be sworn in next month, and I'd like to have a moment of silence for her. Thank you. Now we'll start with the reorganization. What you do with my cheat sheet that you gave me? Here we are. I am going to call Mr. Hudchevitz to come to sit in the chair and be pro temp chair to start off and take nominations for the chairperson. Thank you.
We have to do the annual notice stuff. You know what I mean? Did we read all that?
What's that?
Open Public Meetings Act stuff, did we read all that?
Oh, no, we didn't, but it's on the tape.
Okay, we're gonna do that. We're not gonna forget that.
Oh, we can do that right now if you want.
Let's do it right now.
I
'cause
can
we
do that.
Usually do that before we do anything.
Okay.
Okay? Alan, just give me.
Where's that? No, that's not the one. That, what do you use
Nope.
there?
What?
Tom?
Top, doesn't it have what you?
No, I mean, I can just say, Pat, are we under the sunshine law? Have you notified everything in the normal publications that we use?
Yes, I have.
So we're good to go. All right, thank you.
All right, at this time, we'll take nominations for the chair.
I'd like to nominate Tom Ty.
Second?
All those in favor, or you want to take a vote on that, Pat?
I think you should ask if there are any other nominations.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing no other nominations, we'll take a vote on that.
You just all in favor, you know, aye, nay.
Unanimous.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Any opposed?
Unanimous.
Tom, you got it.
Thank you very much.
How'd they do? Pretty good. You're next in line.
Thank you very much, Board, for the vote of confidence. I appreciate it, and I enjoy serving with all of you, and I look forward to a progressive year for the Borough of Saraville. Now we have to pick a vice chair.
You're gonna accept nominations for vice chair.
We have to accept nominations. Does he have to get sworn in? Oh, we'll do that later. I need to accept the nominations for a vice chair. Do I have any nominations?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Mr. Magno.
I'd like to second that.
Are there any more nominations for the vice chair of the planning board for 2018 and on? Any more nominations for the vice chair? If not, I'll take a roll call or a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you very much. We need a nomination for a board secretary, and everybody that's met Beth Magnani. I'm gonna get that. So do I have a nomination for Beth to be the new board secretary?
I'll make that nomination.
I have a second?
Second.
On a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. And at this time, I'd like to thank our loyal secretary, Pat, for all our years of service. Thank you very much. We've been through a lot with this board, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me personally and for the town. Now we had some RFPs. First up is the planner. There were two people that put that together. Everybody's had an opportunity to read the RFPs. Do we have a nomination for the board planner?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Mr. Leon Cavello as the board planner.
I'll second that.
Are there any other nominations for the board planner? Are there any other nominations for the board planner? If not, I'll have a voice vote. All in favor of Mr. Leon Cavello, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. John, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Board, for your vote of confidence.
Thank you for all you do. And we have nominations for board engineer. There were no other applications for that, but I'd like to have a nomination for the board engineer. Can I get one?
I'll make that nomination for Jay Cornell.
Thank you very much.
I'll second it.
Second. Are there any other nominations? Seeing none, because the RFPs had to be in before, so we can't take them off of the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Mr. Cornell, thank you very much for your expertise.
Thank you, board members.
Thank you. Now we need a nomination for board attorney. Do I have one?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Mr. Mark Ragoff.
A second?
Second.
Okay. Are there any other nominations for the board attorney? Seeing none, I'll take a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it.
I appreciate that, and I look forward to a great year of great success with this board. Thank you.
Do we need to do anything else with that?
Do you have any commissions or committees that you have to appoint? I went through the bylaws.
I don't think so.
I didn't see anything that you normally do.
Nope.
Who's the member of the Environmental Commission?
We don't have one right now.
Okay.
But I am.
Oh, no.
I am, yeah.
Yes, Deborah is.
Okay, so, you're currently a member of the Environmental Commission?
I am.
When, do you know when your term expires for that?
Oh, I think I have a couple more years yet.
Okay, okay.
So we don't have to do anything other than that.
No, she's the
The only-
continued Environmental Commission
The only
person.
people that we have to swear in are,
Me?
Right, new appointees, or, reappointees, which are you and Alan.
Alan,
Michael, yeah.
and then Michael when he comes next week.
Yeah, I can't swear him in.
So you wanna swear us in now?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
You wanna raise your right hand, Tom? I normally read the whole thing. If you wanna read it, you can do that, whatever your pleasure is.
I'm comfortable with you reading it.
All right. Mr. Ty, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that you will will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, to the governments established in the United States and in the state, under the authority of the people, and that you will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform the duties of Class 4 of the Saraville Planning Board for a 4-year term expiring 12/31/2021, according to the best of your abilities, to help you God.
Yes, I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor.
Would you please sign this?
Yes, I will. You can do Alan while I'm sitting down.
Mr. Hudkevich, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in the state, under the authority of the people, that you will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform the duties of Class 1 of the Saraville Planning Board until the mayor's term expires, according to the best of your abilities, to help you God?
Yes, I will.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just sign here. Right there. Okay, great. That's, oh, I almost stabbed you.
It's all right.
And we'll take care of Mr. Maganon on the next. That's the end of our reorganization meeting.
Right.
Have a roll call.
Mr. Bello,
Here.
Mr. Hudkevich.
Here?
Mr. Davis,
Here.
Mr. Ms. Lee,
Here.
Mr. Lembo,
Yeah.
Ms. O'Leary. Did you hear from her?
Yes, I did. She's sick. She just called.
Mr. Velosin,
Here.
Ms. Mantilla.
Here.
Mr. Ty,
Here.
Mr. Rogoff,
Here.
Mr. Cornell.
Here.
Mr. Leoncovello.
We have no resolutions?
Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
we do.
Oh, okay. Have time to look at the resolutions that we had? I don't see 'em.
One.
Okay. I remember this. We have the resolution, this is the same one, right?
Yeah, this is for Gillette Enterprises, Inc., Gump Industries 2 LLC minor subdivision, conforming two-lot subdivision approval.
We did this last month. I need a motion to memorialize this resolution.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Just for the record, those who voted in favor of this application are the ones that are eligible to vote.
Do you have that? Okay. Tell us who can vote, and then we'll vote.
Mr. Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Hudkevich.
Yes?
Mr. Ms. Lee,
Yes.
Mr. Lembo,
Yes.
Ms. Leary's not here. Mr. Velosin,
We stepped down on that.
oh, you stepped down. Okay. Ms. Mantilla,
Yes.
Mr. Ty,
Yes.
6.
6, good. So that resolution's passed. Thank you very much, board members. The acceptance of the minutes from the last meeting. From December 6th, I need a motion to accept those minutes if there's no corrections.
I'll make that motion to accept the minutes of the last meeting.
I guess, second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The ayes have it. Communications, we have any communications, Pat?
No, we need a letter from Kelly.
Yes, we did. We got a letter from Vice Chairman Kelly, and it's dated today, or December 31st, and it's, "Dear Mr. Mayor O'Brien, hopefully this letter finds you well and in good spirits. As much as a personal deliberation in this matter, it's my decision to resign from the Saraville Planning Board effective December 31st, 2017. It has been a distinct honor to have been appointed by you to this board and to have served over the past 6 years. As the planning board is a very important part to the future of the borough and to the citizens of our community, I've always taken the board's matter seriously and have been fair and honest in all my deliberations. Thank you for the opportunity to serve our community. Best wishes and extended to you and all the board members. Kenny P. Kelly, Vice Chairman of the Planning Board. And I thanked Mr. Kelly today when I received that on an email for all his services and everything he's done. But Kenny's scaling back on things that he's doing, so we thank him for that. There are no site plan
No.
and subdivision things. We have no business to do on January 17th meeting, so I would need a motion to cancel that meeting and carry on till the February 7th meeting. And the only way that we would have the January meetings is if something popped up that we needed to do.
I'll
But I
make
don't
that
see-
motion,
I
Mr.
don't-
Chairman.
You'll make that motion? Do we
Second.
have a second? A second. So our next meeting will be February 7th, and we'll have the Biddle LLC First Transit and a site plan tentative to come before us on that date. So we'll keep you advised of that.
I have an issue with that date. When I sent in my professional application for 2018, I indicated the conflict days that I have, 2 of which are in February. There's only 2 months in the entire year where both dates seem to coincide with my service as the attorney for Woodbridge Township Planning Board, and that's February and June. So I have conflicts for February 7 and February 21. I know those are both of your meetings that have been published. I'm going to hand Jay a copy of my conflict list. Unfortunately, I really didn't get the agenda until like a day or 2 ago, so I wasn't even sure that I would even be here with you folks. So we've done a lot in a day, actually, with respect to appointments and things of that nature. And
Can you get a replacement for that thing?
Well, Mr. Chairman, just for your information, this application has not been, I have it listed as tentative.
I see that.
So if the board has a conflict with those dates, we can possibly put it to a different date. This isn't firm as far as them having been made aware of this and notified. This is just listed as tentative. I wasn't aware of Mr. Rogoff's conflict, so if we have to push it to March, I don't know if the applicant's gonna have a concern with that time frame, but
yeah, they'd have to extend the time probably, depends upon when the application was complete.
it was just recently made it was recently made complete, and there were a lot of technical issues that they had submitted revised plans and are close to resolving. That's why we thought they might be ready for February.
Well, how's everybody for, we would have to re-notify if we changed it to like the 14th, right?
No.
No,
Well,
we can't.
as far as your dates, yes. If you want to change your planning board date, then you'd have to go through and renotice, yes.
Is that a conflict with anybody else, if we did that?
Well, he's noticed, the applicant's
No,
noticed
no,
for the
he
7th?
hasn't, nope.
No.
No.
So there's no issue there.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, what I'd like to do is do business in town. If this guy wants to come before us and we have an issue about the 7th, and it doesn't have a conflict that we can have this room, we can do it on the 14th if I can get a board here.
There, Mr.
I'm sure that we can work on,
Probably getting a bunch of presents and stuff.
I'm sure that we can work on either me having someone substitute here or substitute somewhere in Woodbridge so that I can be here. It's just, I need a little time, that's all.
Okay.
And we'll work that out.
Why don't we
I
leave
just
the
don't know the
date the
answer.
same and we'll work on the substitution one way or the other?
Because we're meeting the second day in January.
Right.
So we'll have it fixed by then.
Mr. Chairman, I will not notify this applicant until I get a date set with Mr. Rogoff, and then we'll go through and notify him as to
Great.
when he'll be scheduled.
Super.
That works for me.
All right. So we fixed that. We have anything under old business? Anything under new business? Administrative matters, I think we just talked about. My favorite part of the session, I like a motion to open up to the public.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, second. Anybody from the public like to come up and wish us a Happy New Year? Come on. You got out of the house.
Okay, well, Janice Benedetto from 1 Thomas Avenue in the Melrose section, so,
I like that. You've got it down pat. You gotta give us your name and your address, and you're right on top of it. Go ahead.
well, we're starting off 2018, so I want to wish everybody a happy, healthy new year, and I hope it's a productive year, and I hope it's a good year for the Melrose section, that we're able to save our Cross Avenue National Lead site as open space. So that's what our goal is in, you know, the coming year. So,
Good for you, and I wish you well with that.
thank you.
Thank you for coming. Anybody else like to speak in the public portion? Anybody else like to speak in the public portion? Not seeing anybody, I'll have to take a motion to close.
Close.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Seeing no more business before us,
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you very much. I hope they're all as quick and easy. Thank you. So you're gonna go turn that off?
So, John, my question to you was, we talked about everything, but
Me and
I didn't ask you, so the RCA, one of their arguments
my
is
wife,
that
we
heroin
all went
has
to school
nothing
together,
for drug rehab. So therefore, we're just not really helpful to the community.